Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here though, my name is Hannah and I upload beauty videos, so feel free to stick around and subscribe. Also, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. It really helps me out. I already have face moisturizer on and I've already primed my eyes. I have these two palettes to use, but I have not totally figured out my eye look yet, which I feel like I should have done before, but here we are. This one has, ooh, some fallout. That's what this one has. This one has some glittery shades. That's the word I'm looking for. And then this one has glittery and matte shades. Let's see. I know I've used this Urban Decay palette for a few different looks. I'm gonna go in with a transition shade at first. The transition shade I'm using right here. To me, that looks like a little cooler toned brown. This is the Sigma E45. I feel like having more of a cooler toned transition shade would have worked better, and that might just be also because I'm wearing a gray shirt. But here we are. You know, I don't feel like getting up whenever I start filming. I'm using that same Sigma brush to apply the shade on my other eye, as you can see. Remember to take your time. Also, if I can find the items that I used in this video will be listed in the description box down below. So my eyeshadow look might not match my shirt perfectly, but the eyeshadow look will still look good. I'm now going to go in with this color right here, which is called Punk Rock. Just using my ring finger to apply this. I gently applied that color to my eyelid. I kind of focused it, as you can see, on like the outer 2/3. And kind of in patting and swiping motions as well. Of course, the same with the other eye. On the outer 2/3, I would say about that, on my eyelid. And then I'm going to use this color right here, which is called Scream. I did wipe off my ring finger from I wiped off the other color that I was using to apply, and I'm using my ring finger again to apply that on my inner third of my eyelid. This is a Farah 35E brush that I'm just going to kind of use to blend all together. Yeah, I think it would have been better if I had a cooler toned transition color, personally. But it still works, right? I mean, I think so. Did not bring in a shader brush, so I'm just going to use, I wiped off my ring finger, I'm just going to use a light cream shade to highlight my brow bone. That's it for the eyes. As I mentioned, I did already apply a moisturizer, but I'm just going to apply some eye moisturizer. I already applied face moisturizer. The primer that I'm going to be using is not my personal favorite. You might like this, but I have a little sample of it. This is the Smashbox Photo Finish Primer. Rubbing in that primer using just my fingers. I usually just use my fingers whenever I'm rubbing in my primer. This is the Urban Decay Stay Naked Foundation. This is in the shade 20NN. So I just dot it over my face, and then I'm going to be using the It Brushes for Ulta foundation brush to blend that in. Kind of using stippling motions, and obviously I did speed up this process a little bit, as you can see. But just make sure that's nice and blended. I just realized I totally forgot to bring in a lip color, so I will have to get up at some point, I guess. Even though I've already started filming. Oh, and I also forgot my Tarte Shape Tape. I was gonna say it's very likely that I forgot a couple things, and looky there, I did. So I will be right back. I'm using Tarte Shape Tape to cover up my under eye circles, and then I just use a small brush to blend that in. I've been using Tarte Shape Tape for a while, and personally I'm a big fan of it for covering up my dark circles. I also do kind of take the concealer a little bit on my nose as well, because I've noticed that my nose can get kind of pinkish throughout the day, or it's just kind of pinkish in general. And just obviously blend it in underneath the other eye as well. I'm using this concealer because I have a little bit of a zit, so I use this concealer with a Sigma brush to cover that up very lightly, as in I lightly, used the brush to cover it up. Now I'm combing my brows with this e.l.f. spoolie brush, and I filled them in using this sleek eyebrow duo. This is the Benefit Gimme Brow that I'm using to kind of go over where I filled in my brows. I like this Cover FX glitter drops. I like using those as my highlighter. I also go over where I apply this with an Ofra highlighter a little bit later. You will see. I like using this as a highlighter because it blends really easily, and I really like the glitter in it. I think it's really, really pretty. So I'm just blending that in with my ring finger as well, as you can see. This is the Makeup Revolution baking powder. I believe I have the shade Banana Light, and I'm using this Alamar brush to apply this underneath my under eyes to kind of set where I applied that concealer. This brush is also really soft. I really like it personally. Now I'm using the Laura Geller Baked Elements foundation to set my face. I know it's a foundation, but I use it to set my face, and also I guess maybe it gives me a little bit more coverage as well. I'm using the Benefit Hoola bronzer with another Alamar brush to apply my contour. I've applied my contour in videos before if you've seen my other videos. I apply it on my forehead as well to contour my forehead. This brush is also really soft. I use another Alamar brush to apply my blush. These brushes actually come in a trio, I believe, and if I can find it, I will link it for you guys, because obviously this one is also really soft as well. This is the Ofra highlighter that I was telling you about. This is the shade Star Island. Using the Sigma F35 brush to apply that highlighter. Now I'm setting my face with the Urban Decay All Nighter setting spray, of course. Now I'm going to apply my mascara, but first I'm going to curl my lashes with this eyelash curler. The mascara that I'm using is one from Smashbox. I show you a little bit of applying my mascara, but then I applied the rest of it off camera. The Smashbox SuperFan mascara, that is the specific one that I'm using. This is an Urban Decay lip pencil. This is in the shade Rush, I'm pretty sure. I use this to line my lips, and then I also fill them in. And then I'm using an Ulta lip cream as my lip color. And then that is the completed look. If you liked this video, I think you'll really like this video. Check it out. I'll link it right here for you guys. Once again, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video.